What we've all been eagerly awaiting as Henry Kelly hosts the grand final of the European quiz, Going for Gold.
It's time for you to build your game. 'Cause people are coming, everyone's trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold.
And now, let's welcome your host, Henry Kelly. Hello, thank you very much indeed, and I just have a simple thing to say, which is welcome to the final of this, the 9th series of Going for Gold. A big welcome to you, wherever you're watching us in Europe, and to our studio audience here at the BBC in Manchester. Well, we're on programme 75 of Series 9. We've had 26 new competing areas, we've had 96 contestants, and I think at the last count about 3,000 questions. So there, I tell you, the 4 people who are in our Beat the Buzz Around for today well and truly deserve to be there. They're absolutely super contestants. At the end of this programme, we will crown either a man or a woman from one of the 4 who remain as European Television Quiz Champion. We'll add to that, there you go, look, the Going for Gold Championship Cup, and then we will tell them how they can, if they are successful and win the title of European Television Quiz Champion, pop across to Washington, D.C., to New York, to Toronto, goodness knows where, because there is Washington, and it's part of the package that you'll go on. There's Toronto, to North America, taking in Canada and the United States. It's an absolutely super prize, and it's a well-deserved one too. For the last time, I have to give you the answer to your viewer's question, because you see, I can't do one at the end of today's programme, because no other programme will be able to answer this question for me. Do you understand? So the last time we met, I asked you, in which novel by Charles Dickens are there characters called the Artful Dodger and Fagin? And the answer was Oliver Twist. So there you are, last telly on its way to somebody who was successful with that. Now, let's just briefly have a look at the 4 contestants who are the final 4 of this series of Going for Gold. They represent, respectively, Jersey, Norway, Sweden and Scotland, the final 4 in this series of Going for Gold. Let's give them a big cheer and a lot of encouragement. Well done and well. Now, we say hello first of all and have a little chat with Sylvia Nixon from Jersey. Sylvia, you're a taxi driver.
Yes, that's
correct.
Right, I am.
Now, Sylvia, you've been in about 6 editions of Going for Gold, and I've got so slow in my old age that I never asked you the real question. Who have you ever had in the back of the cab, Sylvia?
Oh, a lot of people. Tommy Cooper, Jack Higgins, Gerald Durrell, an awful lot of famous people. Tony Benn, Will Carling.
Will Carling, you had Carling.
It was quite embarrassing that I had Will Carling in the car because the cricket was on, the World Cup in Australia.
Yes.
And Ian Botham was playing, and as I'm a very big Ian Botham fan, I was listening to it. And he asked me what the score was, and I told him, and I then went on to go, how good Ian Botham was and how fantastic he was, and I watched Question of Sport all the time.
Right.
And lo and behold, the following Tuesday when I watched Question of Sport, Will Carling was sitting next to Ian Botham. I thought, you're going to tell him about this crazy lady in Jersey.
The crazy lady in Jersey. Have you got a family, incidentally, Sylvia?
I have. I have a husband, Ian.
Yes.
And I have 3 children. I have a son, 22, Scott Nixon. I have a daughter of 13, Zena Nixon.
Yeah.
And I have a son of 12, Richard Nixon.
Yes, your son is called Richard Nixon. So he's probably very proud of that name.
Yes, he is. He likes to go to school and tell the other children that he's the only one that's actually got his name on the moon, because there is a plaque on the moon when the astronauts landed and Richard Nixon was the president.
I love it, Sylvia. Welcome to Going for Gold. Good luck to you in the final. Let's see what happens. We move along to Sven Gall from Norway, who's a journalist working in the railway industry up there, loves hiking. Sven, are you married?
No, but I'm working on it, and she's said that she will, but she has never said it in front of a vicar yet, so we're planning that for sometime this year.
Do you think that the lure of being married to the European Television Quiz Champion might sort of swing it for you?
Well, with luck, that might help too, yes.
OK, and you'd get a free honeymoon if you played your cards right.
Would indeed.
OK, Sven, you're welcome to this part of Going for Gold. Peter Svensson, our 3rd contestant from Sweden, a student. Are you married, Peter?
No, not yet.
Not yet. You're just waiting, biding your time. Of course, it could be a lure too. Look, hey, marry me, I'm the European Television Quiz Champion. Well, maybe so. OK, Peter, now remind us again, Peter, Chairman of the Students' Union, is that right, at your university?
No, at this small part of the university where I studied.
I see.
Yeah.
And does that involve a lot of time? I mean, does it take you away from your studies, all this student politics
A
stuff?
little, yes.
Yes. There you go. I used to do it myself, but that was probably in the equivalent of the Ice Age. Peter, you're welcome very much to Going for Gold. And finally, Jill Lunn from Scotland, who's a language tutor and has got 5 children. We gave them a little wave. Have you given them a wave yet, Jill?
Not this time.
Okay, go on, quick. There's Mum. Hello, fingers crossed for Mum. And you play the piano, Jill, as well as
Yes,
singing
I
an
do.
opera. Well, to what standard, now, be fair with me, do you play?
Well, I've never taken any exams, but I do have my high music, which is the equivalent of an A-level.
Really?
In piano and singing.
Very good. It comes in very handy, doesn't it, the old
It does,
music? You
yeah.
sit down at the piano. It's the one thing of all things that I would love to be able to do. All I can do is the Maiden's Prayer and chopsticks, but that's for another programme. Jill, Peter, Sven and Sylvia, you are very welcome to this part of Going for Gold. This is it. 4 will soon become 3, 3 will become 2, 2 will become 1, and that 1 will become the European Television Quiz Champion. Let's put our hands on the buzzers and play Beat the Buzzer. The questions are in categories. I need 3 of you to score 6 points. The first 3 of you who so do will go into the 4 in the row round, and we'll begin, as we always do, with a general knowledge question for 1 point. Which country crosses the most time zones? Norway.
Russia.
That's right, 11 in all. Very well done. Sven, the category is symbols. Select.
2, please.
2-point question on symbols. Which region of northeastern France gives its name to a type of cross? Norway.
Lorraine.
Lorraine, that's the correct answer. Sven, the category is football. Select.
1.
1 on football. Which Eastern European country is the home of the football club Honved? Sweden.
Hungary.
Correct answer, 1 point. Right. Peter, the category is husbands and wives. Select.
2, please.
2-point question on hubbies and wives. What is the given name of the Czechoslovakian-born ex-wife of the tycoon Donald Trump? Norway.
Ilona.
Incorrect. Jersey.
Ivana.
Ivana, that's right. You buzzed at the right time. Jill, you might have known it, but you buzzed too quickly before we said correct or incorrect, and it's got Sylvia off the mark with 2 points, and the category is European history.
2, please.
2 to double your score. Which Scandinavian country has been ruled by 10 kings called Jersey?
Sweden.
Incorrect. Norway.
Denmark.
Denmark. 10 kings called Christian. Well weighted. Very, very well played, Sven. Sven, the category is food and drink. Select.
2, please.
2 to put you comfortably in the next round. Originating in Genoa, which famous pasta sauce has Norway?
Pesto.
That's the correct answer, Sven. Very well done indeed, and off you go. Hey, you can't take it away from that boy. He's got his information and he plays that buzzer perfectly. Sylvia has got 2 points, 1 point for Peter. Jill yet to score. General knowledge question for 1 point. What is the 4th letter of the Greek alphabet? Scotland.
Delta.
Delta is the correct answer. 1 point. Well done. Jill, the category is the Americas. Select.
2, please.
2-point question on the Americas. In which South American nation is the world's most southerly city? Ushuaia, Jersey.
Chile.
Incorrect. Scotland.
Argentina.
Argentina is the correct answer. Takes you up to 3 points. Jill, the category is music. Select.
3, please.
3 on music. A piano-playing opera singer, I'm not surprised. 3-point question on music. With which instrument do we most associate the jazz musician Stan Getz? Sweden.
Trumpet.
Incorrect. Jill.
Saxophone.
Saxophone is right. You're in the next round. You're now in the last 3 of Going for Gold. I think Jill is so pleased, but also so amazed that she's hardly going to be able to manage to walk across there. Sylvia has 2 points. Peter has 1. Here's a general knowledge question for 1 point. The Pomeranian and the Weimaraner, Jersey.
Dogs.
Dogs they are. Takes you to 3. Sylvia, the category is gods and goddesses. Select.
1, please.
1 on gods and goddesses. Of what was Luna, the Roman Jersey?
The moon.
The moon is correct, hence the word lunatic. Sylvia, you're on 4. Peter is on 1. Select from leaders.
2, please.
2 would put you in the next round. During which Republic of France? During which Republic of France were there presidents named Albert, Lebrun and Gaston? Sweden.
3rd.
The 3rd is the correct answer. You're up to 3. Peter, you're up to 3, and the category is 70s and 80s pop music. Select.
3, please.
3 to go through to the next round. If I Can't Have You was a big international hit in 1978 for Yvonne who? Sweden.
Lombard.
Incorrect. Sylvia, no, it's not there, is it? Yvonne Elliman, me neither, Sylvia, nor Peter. General knowledge question for 1 point. After which Roman god is Saturday named? Jersey?
Saturn.
Saturn is right. Takes you up to 5. Peter, you're on 3. Transport is the category.
1, please.
1 point would put you in the next round. First operating in 1958. What is the national airline of Austria? Sweden?
Austrian Airlines.
That's the correct answer. We didn't trick you. Peter, it's taken you up to 4 with all to play for. Sylvia's on 5 and the category is classical music.
2 points, please.
2 you have to go for. What was the nationality of the 20th century composer Manuel de Falla? Sylvia.
Spanish.
Spanish is the right answer. You're in the 4-in-a-row round. Well done. Well, Peter, thank you very much for being with us on Going for Gold. Thanks a lot. Really, we really enjoyed having you. Bring our best wishes back home to your home country and keep watching Going for Gold. We're down to the last 3 after 96 contestants and in programme 75. I'm going to go across and start to play 4 in a row. As I do so, let's have a look in greater detail at a little bit of film about the trip for the prize winner of this year's Going for Gold. It's off to North America and it's all on us.
Our series champion will spend 17 nights in North America, taking a bite of the Big Apple before jetting off to the capital, Washington, D.C. Here there's a chance to look at presidents past and present, and see the seat of the U.S. government on Capitol Hill. Then it's on to Canada and the breathtaking Horseshoe Falls of Niagara, before moving across the lake to Toronto and its spectacular CN Tower. Head for the Heights too in Chicago with the Sears Tower, the Bears, and the Blues. Finally, the best of New England, Boston. Time for a party before the sun sets on this fantastic prize.
Well, go on then. Have you spotted the winner? I haven't. Will it be Sven, Jill, or Sylvia? Sven, Jill, or Sylvia? There they are. They're in today's 4 in a row. It's the last one for this series. Sven, you got in first. Will it be cinema, geography, world history, or sport?
Geography, please.
Geography. Sven, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round on geography? How are you feeling about it, fella?
Well, just a bit shaky.
A bit shaky. You think you're shaky. You want to be in this body, I can tell you at the moment, mate. Sven, are you ready and happy to play?
I am, yes.
Okay, let's put 40 seconds on the clock for him. There they go now. He's chosen geography. And on that subject, your time starts now. The Hardanger Fjord is the second largest fjord of which country?
Norway.
Correct. The volcanic mountains of Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea are found in which U.S. state?
Hawaii.
Correct. What is Israel's only deep-water port on the Red Sea?
Eilat.
Correct. Which Canadian island in the Arctic Ocean is the world's 5th largest in size?
Ellesmere Island.
No, Baffin. Which country of Europe contains the majority of the Jutland Peninsula?
Denmark.
Correct. What is the capital city of Taiwan?
Taipei.
Correct. Which sea, a branch of the Mediterranean, lies between the north coast of Corsica and the Italian mainland?
Tyrrhenian Sea.
No, the Ligurian. The plateau of Patagonia lies in which country? You're out of time. It wouldn't have made any difference. You put 3 points on the board with some jolly good answers, Sven, and it might be enough to put you in today's final. Thank you very much for playing 4 in a row. Now then, Jill, cinema, world history, or sport?
To be quite frank, I don't want any of them, but I suppose if I had to choose one, it's got to be cinema.
Cinema. Will you come and join me here, please, Jill? Thank you for agreeing to choose one of them. But there'd been shocking hell to pay if we hadn't had a contestant willing to take part in 4 in a row when we're down to 3 people. Jill, you ready and happy to play?
Yes.
Okay, let's put 40 seconds on the clock for you. There they go now. You've chosen cinema, and on that subject, your time starts now. What nationality is the Oscar-winning actor Peter Ustinov?
Russian?
No, he's British. The French actress who married photographer David Bailey in 1965 was Catherine who?
Deneuve?
Correct. What relation is the double Oscar-winning Jane Fonda to fellow actress Bridget Fonda?
Aunt?
Correct. Which American actor starred as Captain Ahab in the 1956 movie about the white whale Moby Dick?
Pass.
Gregory Peck. The actress who played Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife in the 1994 film True Lies is Jamie Lee who?
Curtis?
Correct. In the hit 90s film starring Jim Carrey, what is the occupation of Ace Ventura?
Racing driver?
No, he's a detective. Which historical figure has been played on screen by Ingrid Bergman and Gene Seberg? Out of time, you didn't get a chance to answer. Your best score was 2 in a row, Jill. It still might be enough. You never know. Thank you, Jill. So, as Jill goes back, you might like to know that the answer to that question was Joan of Arc. It leaves me asking Sylvia whether or not she'll have world history or sport. Sylvia, select, please.
think I'll try sport. Please.
Right, Sylvia, will you come and join me here, please? And as you settle in, I tell you that 4 in a row and 3 in a row, and you're in the last 2 in the final of this year's Going for Gold. 2 in a row, and I'll tie-break you with Jill to see who joins Sven, who at the moment is there, alone and palely loitering. Sylvia, are you ready and happy to play?
Yes, I am.
OK, let's put 40 seconds on the clock. There they go now. Sylvia, you have chosen sport, and on that subject, your time starts. Now, the Grand Prix motor race of which country is held in Monte Carlo?
Monaco.
Correct. In the 1970s, for which country did the football star Johan Neeskens play?
Holland.
Correct. Name one of the 3 European countries that have participated in all Summer and Winter Olympics since 1896.
Britain.
Correct. Which small European country is the home of the football teams called Hibernians, Floriana and Sliema Wanderers?
Pass.
Malta. In the athletics high jump, what's the maximum number of attempts the jumper gets to clear
3.
each height?
3.
Correct. In the history of which sport in America are Angel Cordero and Lafayette Pincay leading names?
No, pass.
Horse racing. In 1993, Jean-Philippe Gatien of France became world champion in which sport?
Cycling.
No, ping pong. It means, however, Sylvia, that with 3 on the board, you can go back a happy lady to join Jill and Sven because you're in the final of Going for Gold. Very well played. Well, Jill Dunn, we are very sorry to lose you. Thank you for being such a great contestant and a lovely lady. Bring our best wishes back to Scotland, to yourself and to your family. We hope Junior, who's been taught at home, gets on well and enjoys watching Mum on telly. But with 2 points, I'm afraid that all we can say to you is we'll give you a round of applause for being in the top 3 of this series of Going for Gold. Jill, thanks for being with us. Now then, who's going to win this one? The frozen north or the rather more temperate climes of the island of Jersey? Because Sven is there with 3 points to his name and he's first in the final. He'll be on the left-hand side. And he's joined there by our taxi driver from Jersey, Sylvia. Sven and Sylvia, a lady and a gentleman, will you please follow me? And why don't you come too? So the search ends here for the European Television Quiz Champion for this, the 9th series of Going for Gold. Will it be Sven Gall from Norway here on my left, or Sylvia Nixon from Jersey, a taxi driver, a railway journalist? Sven, the very best of luck to you. Sylvia, the best of luck to you. Let me just remind you that you need 9 points to win this competition. Sven, you got into the round first, so the choice is yours. I look at the cards and they tell me the category is classical music. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. Sven, on classical music, play or pass?
Play, please.
You take control of the game in the 4 zone. And on the subject of classical music, your time starts now. I am a composer who was born in Germany in 1833. I gave my first piano concert at the age of 15 and composed many piano pieces that are popular today. I specialized in concerti, symphonies and concert music. Sylvia.
Schumann.
Incorrect. It means, Sven, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues. Now, my works were often criticized by followers of Wagner, but this did not affect my reputation. My most famous, Sven?
Gluck.
Incorrect. It means, Sylvia, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues. Now, my most famous choral work is a German requiem, beginning with B, I am Johannes who?
Brahms.
Brahms is the correct answer. The 1 point that you need to get you off and running. Sylvia, you've got 1 out of the 9. Sven, you haven't got a score yet. You have the category, though. Sport is the category. The clue is on the screen for you watching at home. On sport, play or pass?
Pass.
Pass sport over to Sylvia Nixon. You've said it now, and now suddenly you may have remembered that Sylvia took sport in the 4 in a row round, and that's what got her into the final. She now has 1 point on the board. Sylvia, you have the 4 zone, where a correct answer, and you're more than halfway to winning, and your time on sport starts now. I am an American, born in Massachusetts in 1923, and I died in 1969. Although I was first interested in a career in baseball, I began to box while in the U.S. Army during World War II. Sven.
Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali.
Incorrect. It means, Sylvia, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues. Now, in 1952, Sylvia.
Louis.
Incorrect. It means, Sven, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues. Now, in 1952, I became the world's heavyweight boxing champion by beating Jersey Joe Walcott. I held the title until 1956 when I retired undefeated. In my 49 fights, I scored 43 knockouts, and I was Rocky Marciano I was looking for. And that means, Sven, you're playing catch-up again. The category this time, religion. The clue on the screen for you watching at home. Sven, on religion, play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You'll play. You take religion in the 4 zone and your time starts now. I am important in Christianity. Among my 27 books are selected recollections of the life, acts and sayings of Jesus. Sven.
New Testament.
The New Testament is the correct answer. Takes you to 4. Takes you to 4. Now, Sylvia, you're playing catch-up. This time the category is Actors and actresses. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. Sylvia, play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You'll play where the correct answer, and you'd leapfrog back into the lead. Sylvia, you have the 4 zone. Actors and actresses is the subject, and your time starts now. I am an actor born in 1948 on the Isle of Wight, England. I made my film debut in the 1980 film Nijinsky, playing the part of Fokine. However, it was my starring role as Charles Ryder in a television production of Brideshead Revisited in 1981 that gave me international... Sven.
Jeremy Irons.
That's the correct answer. Takes you up to 7. Sylvia, you've got a fight on your hands. You've got 1 on the board, but Sven has got 7. Norway is ahead of Jersey by 7 points to 1, and Sylvia, you're playing catch-up, and the category is fiction. The clue is on the screen for you watching at home on fiction, play or pass.
I'll have to play, please.
You have to play at this stage. The tactics enter into it with a vengeance now, Sylvia. You have the 4 zone, you have fiction, and your time starts now. I first appeared in a novel published in 1844. Strictly speaking, I am not a fictional character, as my creator, Alexander Dumas, based me on someone who served King Louis as a captain. In the story, I appear with 3 musketeers, Athos, Porthos. Sven.
Cardinal Richelieu.
Incorrect. It means, Sylvia, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues now. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, and together...
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan is right. You're back in the hunt. You're on 3 points. You're on 3 points, Sylvia. The category is opera. The clue is on the screen for you watching at home. On opera, play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You'll play on opera. You take the 4 zone, where a correct answer would draw the sides level in the final of Going for Gold, and your time starts now. I was born in Sydney in 1926, the daughter of a gifted singer. I studied voice and piano with my mother until 1946. Cash, Sylvia.
Joan Sutherland.
Joan Sutherland, the dame herself. That's the correct answer, and look at that, the sides are level. Now then, Sven, you've got a decision to make here, young sir. You are on 7 points. Sylvia's on 7 points. Norway and Jersey are level in the final of Going for Gold. But because you got into the round first, the first choice is yours, Sven. I look at the cards and they tell me the category is inventions. The clue is on the screen for you watching at home. On inventions, Sven, play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You take control of the game in the 4 zone, and your time starts now. I am a scientific instrument which was invented around 1592 by Galileo. Made from glass, the air within... Sven.
Telescope.
Incorrect. It means, Sylvia, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues now. The air within me expanded or contracted, depending on the rise or fall in temperature. This raised or, Sylvia?
A barometer?
Incorrect. That means, Sven, you have control of the game. Time passes to you and continues now. This raised or lowered the level of liquid held in a glass neck. The process was perfected by using other liquids, and Fahrenheit later produced accurate...
Thermometer.
Thermometer is right, and you've won Going for Gold there. Well done indeed. Well done, my boy. Excellent. Sylvia Hardlap, a great contestant. Absolutely. You picked the wrong one. Stay where we are just for the moment. Well, okay, let's have Sylvia and Sven congratulate each other. Congratulations to you. First of all, in reverse order as always. To the loser, I have got a runner-up prize for you, which not only tells you that you've won a hamper, which is not just any ordinary hamper, but a very special one, and I'm also adding to it £500 worth of flight vouchers, Sylvia. Well done, and thanks for being on Going for Gold. To the winner, excuse me, I've just got to dive down here for a second and bring you up your winner's Going for Gold cup. Congratulations, Sven. Okay, there you go. And with that, young sir, goes the details about your trip to North America, okay? And if that doesn't persuade her to marry you, I don't know what will. Ladies and gentlemen, a big cheer for the runner-up for this series of Going for Gold, and an even bigger one for the winner of this year's Going for Gold, Sven from Norway. Well done. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. That's it from us. Thank you very much indeed for watching this series of Going for Gold. We'll be back with the next one whenever we're back. In the meantime, please enjoy the memory of another terrific series of Going for Gold from the runner-up and the European Television Quiz Champion, and from myself and all the team. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
A new series of the word game Turnabout begins at 5 to 2 on Monday afternoon here on BBC One.